Welcome to this explainer. Look at this incredible spread right here. We've got this beautiful wild salmon, these gorgeous fresh berries. It looks amazing, right? But today, we're actually going to look past these hyper-realistic, picture-perfect spreads to demystify the high cost of healthy eating. We're going to figure out, once and for all, if expensive superfoods are genuinely worth your hard-earned money, or if, well, you're just paying for some really excellent marketing.
So let's just dive right in by acknowledging the sheer absurdity of walking into a health food store these days. I mean, you walk down the aisle and suddenly you're staring at an $18 chia pudding, or a $60 wellness smoothie, or even a tiny little bottle of mushroom coffee. Somewhere along the way, basic human nutrition kind of turned into a luxury hobby. But do we really need to spend this much just to be healthy?
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll unpack the superfood illusion. Number 2, we'll look at the expensive foods that are actually worth buying. Third, we'll tackle overhyped wellness marketing. And finally, number 4, some affordable everyday alternatives. Let's find out what actually benefits your health versus what just drains your wallet.
Okay, Section 1, the superfood illusion. Let's unmask the marketing.
You know, what's really fascinating here is that superfood isn't actually a medical or scientific classification at all. Seriously, you literally won't find it in any biology textbook. It's purely a clever marketing label used for nutrient-dense foods, things packed with vitamins, healthy fats, or fiber. Now, real superfoods include humble, everyday staples like spinach, oats, and lentils. But once that word became trendy, companies realized they could slap the superfood label on anything exotic and charge a massive premium.
And social media has completely hijacked our perception of food. Think about it. When you buy a $40 imported powder, what you think you're buying is an identity. It's the whole aesthetic of being disciplined, highly productive, or totally biohacked. But what do you actually get inside that expensive package? Just basic vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. The exact same stuff you can easily find in an ordinary grocery aisle, completely without the crazy markup. Moving on to Section 2, expensive foods worth buying. Let's talk about true dietary investments. Now, if it fits your budget, a gorgeous high-quality cut of wild-caught salmon is a genuine dietary investment. It is absolutely packed with omega-3 fatty acids, high-quality protein, and vitamin D. These nutrients are incredibly well-studied, and they support everything from your heart health right up to your brain function. Now, fresh wild salmon can definitely be pricey, but here's a quick pro tip. Canned or frozen options offer the exact same nutritional benefits, but for a fraction of the cost.
Similarly, a rich, minimally processed extra virgin olive oil costs more for a very legitimate reason. It is loaded with healthy monounsaturated fats and antioxidants that are deeply linked to heart health. Now, you absolutely don't need the most expensive bottle that looks like a fancy luxury perfume, but upgrading your olive oil is one area where spending just a little bit more makes perfect nutritional sense.
Some other really worthy investments include matcha green tea and high-quality seeds, like chia or walnuts. Sure, they might give you a bit of sticker shock at the register, but let's break it down. Matcha gives you concentrated antioxidants and a really calm energy, rather than that jittery coffee spike. And because you only use a tiny portion at a time, like maybe just a single tablespoon of chia seeds in your morning oatmeal, their immense health benefits stretch incredibly far. All right, Section 3, overhyped wellness marketing. This is where you're really just paying for the package. This comparison right here exposes one of the absolute biggest myths in wellness today. We are constantly sold these exotic, imported berries, things like acai, goji, maki, all for their antioxidants. But you know what else has a massive amount of antioxidants? Good old, local, frozen blueberries and strawberries. You absolutely do not need ingredients shipped across 3 different continents. Local berries are dramatically cheaper, and they do the exact same job in your body. And that brings us to the ultimate hype list. First up, detox teas. Let me save you some money right now. Your liver and your kidneys already detox your body 24/7. Most of these detox teas are honestly just expensive laxatives wrapped up in pretty earthy branding. Second, greens powders. While some might have useful nutrients, they are massively overpriced compared to real whole vegetables, which actually give you essential fiber and keep you full. And finally, those tiny little wellness shots at cafes? Charging $10 for a basic ginger and turmeric blend is a classic health halo pricing trick. You can make that exact same thing at home for pennies. These products act as expensive band-aids rather than real nutritional solutions. Which leads us to Section 4, affordable everyday alternatives. It's all about building consistent habits.
The single biggest misconception in nutrition is the idea that your health depends on finding the perfect magic superfood, Let's compare two approaches, okay? Someone eating simple, kind of boring basics like oatmeal, eggs, frozen veggies, and beans consistently, day in and day out, is actually doing much better nutritionally than someone who spends hundreds on trendy luxury green powders but maintains poor eating habits the rest of the day. Solid fundamentals outperform flashy trends every single time. By following just a few simple steps, you can get all those amazing superfood benefits without the luxury grocery bills. Step 1. Buy frozen produce. It's often flash frozen right at peak ripeness, making it nutritionally comparable or, honestly, sometimes even superior to fresh produce. Plus, it lasts way longer. Step 2. Buy your staples in bulk. Oats, rice, beans, and lentils become incredibly cheap when you buy them in larger quantities. And Step 3. Always prioritize simple, whole foods over anything heavily marketed in a shiny package.
If you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer, remember this. The best superfood is the one you can actually afford and eat regularly. Real health is usually much less glamorous than what social media marketing suggests. There's literally zero benefit to buying a $60 powder if it's just going to sit untouched in your pantry. Consistency beats luxury every single time. So, as you go and look at your own pantry today, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you paying for actual nutrition, or are you just paying for the packaging? Remember, healthy eating doesn't need to look like a celebrity wellness routine. Keep your meals balanced, keep your habits practical, and separate those genuine dietary investments from the clever